So you let your party level up. Good. Now they're going to have more spells and features that they can play with at your tables in the game of Dungeons and Dragons. How do you give them those features more flavor without impacting the mechanics of the game? Now, I'm going to preface this with, as the DM, you're allowed to make any changes you want to the game that you are running, so long as you're not running it in a system of organized play like Adventurers League or Legend of Greyhawk, where they strictly want you to use rules as written. However, if you're in one of those situations, or you're a DM who just likes to stick to the rules, but you want to give your players more options for flavor, here are some of the things you can do to kind of give that flavor without impacting the game's mechanics. For example, the Find Familiar spell, if you want it to be like a phoenix, you can give it the owl stat block and just have it fly around with the tail of fire that doesn't give off any mechanical light, but just looks really cool. It gives everybody else the impression that you have a phoenix with you. The phoenix isn't going to do anything like breathe fire or burn things that it touches, but it's going to look and feel like a phoenix otherwise. When it dies, you can say that it rises from the ashes when you recast Find Familiar. Don't just have it so that it just comes back to life. That's changing the mechanics versus just giving it some flavor. Another way that you can do this is with the spells like Fireball. If a fireball explodes, you can say that instead of it burning with hot fire, it pulls in all the heat from everything around it and creates a cold burn. Now, you're still going to deal fire damage, but it gives you that flavor of using Fireball as a cold mage so that it actually is like a cold burn instead of a fire burn. It's still going to deal fire damage, it's not changing the mechanics, but it's giving the spell a lot more flavor. Another one is if you're a species such as Dragonborn, and I've seen this one where players are like, but I feel like I should have harder armor because I'm a dragon. Dragons have scales. Well, they can do something like take Magic Initiate and have it so that the mage armor they cast is like their scales hardening on command. And that sort of thing can add flavor to the game, but it's not changing the mechanics. It's using a spell, mage armor, but flavoring it like your natural scales. I'm Adapt. Follow me for more tips and tricks on how to play Dungeons & Dragons at a high level and put more fun stuff into your games.